How do Wales boss Ryan Giggs and Ireland coach Roy Keane compare? Two of the greatest players to ever put on a Manchester United shirt are preparing to pit their wits against one another in the UEFA Nations League on Thursday night. Ryan Giggs and Roy Keane have become synonymous with the most glorious, trophy-laden spell in the Old Trafford club's steeped history. Giggs, the jet-heeled speedster who let his dazzling feet do the talking, and Keane, the no-nonsense enforcer with a penchant for rubbing people up the wrong way with his vociferously damning verdicts of players and performances. Since hanging up their boots, however, both have trodden similar paths: punditry and coaching. Giggs was given the reins at Old Trafford for 4 games following David Moyes' dismissal in 2014 and continued among the ranks under Louis van Gaal. Keane, meanwhile, managed Sunderland and Ipswich with varying degrees of success before joining Aston Villa as an assistant for a brief stint in 2014. The Welshman took over the national coaching job from Chris Coleman in January this year, while Keane has been part of the Republic of Ireland's coaching staff as an assistant since 2013. So, with Giggs' Wales welcoming Keane's Ireland to Cardiff on Thursday, Sportsmail takes a look at how two giants of the game compare. Both were hugely driven and two of the most dedicated professionals in an era whereby Sir Alex Ferguson would not stand for any less. Keane was Ferguson's rock in the middle of the park, the intimidating presence and the captain marvel in United's vaunted side either side of the millennium. He was recruited from Nottingham Forest in 1993 and eventually helped fill the sizable boots of Paul Ince when he departed for Liverpool in 1995. He proved the vital cog in Ferguson's side, the defensive, disciplined mastermind within a squad boasting an embarrassment of attacking riches. One of those players, of course, was Giggs, the undoubted ace in the pack. He had pace to burn and the flair to devastate defenses up and down the country and then some. He was the darling of Manchester when he made his senior bow at just 17 with his effortless, gliding runs and masterful dribbling. United knew they had found their superstar. Keane and Giggs played together at Old Trafford together for 12 years. In that time, United lifted an incredible 17 trophies, 3 of which, of course, came in that famous treble season of 1998-99. 2 flashpoints in that season, perhaps, offer the most stark contrasts between the players' styles. Roy Keane with the captain's goal for Manchester United is a piece of commentary which is not only ingrained in the minds of a generation of supporters, but it is the most apt description of the player's importance to the club. Following a 1-1 draw in the Champions League semi-final first leg at Old Trafford, United travelled to Turin for the return. Filippo Inzaghi scored twice in an 11-minute blitz at the start of the game, putting United firmly behind the 8 ball. Keane dragged his United side from the doldrums and delivered a timely header on 24 minutes, sparking a sensational comeback which saw them win the tie 3-2 and go on to win the final against Bayern Munich in dramatic fashion. Giggs' crowning moment that season was, of course, against Arsenal in the FA Cup semi-final. In a replay at Villa Park with the game tied at 1-1 in extra time, the winger picked the ball up in the middle of the pitch following an uncharacteristically errant pass from Patrick Vieira. The Welshman weaved in and out the Gunners' defense, leaving 5 players trailing in his wake, before rifling the ball into the roof of David Seaman's net to send the United faithful into raptures. They would, of course, go on to win that title that season as well, one of an incredible 34 honours Giggs won at the club. Ryan Giggs at Manchester United 1991-2014 Premier League x13 FA Cup x4 League Cup x3 Community Shield x9 Champions League x2 UEFA Super Cup Intercontinental Cup FIFA Club World Cup total 34 Roy Keane at Nottingham Forest 1990-1993 Full Members Cup at Manchester United 1993-2005 Premier League x7 FA Cup x4 Community Shield x4 Champions League Intercontinental Cup at Celtic 2005-2006 Scottish Premier League Scottish League Cup total 20 Giggs was undoubtedly Ferguson's favourite son on the United train which rolled into the Premier League era, smashing through every opponent in sight. Ferguson paid close attention to Giggs while he was making his name in the academy after then youth coach Eric Harrison alerted the manager to the potential diamond in the ranks. Giggs has admitted Ferguson scared him, but he has often divulged his tremendous respect for him. Giggs said the one main rule was to never talk back, otherwise the hairdryer treatment duly awaited.